Hi Pisces, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for December 2019. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Ascendant, and Pisces Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp, make sure you watch your cusp sign if you feel like the messages aren't resonating with you and your sun sign, because I've received lots of messages lately, emails, comments under the videos. People on Facebook have even told me that they decided, well, these messages are kind of making sense, but not completely. They listen to their cusp sign and their messages are coming to them from there. Maybe not all the time, but maybe certain months. So you might want to check those out. So all that being said, Pisces, now on to your December 2019 Psychic Tarot reading. So the first card you have here, Pisces, is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes being tired and exhausted of your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial gain and rewards from your hard work and effort. It's like a time where you need to, or you're going to feel like you need to buckle down at work, like focus on work. And if you're non-working Pisces, it could be things around your house that would be, equal to work. Cleaning, taking things apart, reassembling things, but focusing and buckling down on work in December, and maybe even further out in time. And there's going to be things that are going to be presented to you that you're going to have to figure out. So maybe you're working at a place where new programs are coming in, or new methods and protocols, or new job duties, or maybe you're starting a new job, or you're getting promoted in your job, and now you have to learn new tasks. If you're a non-working Pisces, it could be new things getting introduced into your home. Maybe you're suddenly going to have Alexa in your home, or, things that control things in your home. Like, I don't have any of this, so I'm not going to explain it very well, but, your heating system controlled, and your doorbell having a camera, and that you can command with voice and it go up and down. Like, maybe you're getting those things in your home, and you're going to have to focus on those and how to use them. If it's not your job, if you're a non-working Pisces, you're going to have to listen really keenly to what people are saying to you, that are giving you these instructions, and just listening keenly to what is going on around you or connected to work. Like I said, and even if you're not working, it could be just directions from people installing alarm systems, directions from people telling you how to use different equipment that's been installed in your home. It could be applying to that. This will be very beneficial to you in the long run. It's going to pay off. Sorry, I couldn't spit out the word pay off for some reason. I guess because I'm recording this in the post-shadow, post-Mercury retrograde in the shadow period. I feel like you will really see a lot of results at whatever you're focusing on or work-related in April or May. Like, it's not like you're not going to benefit from it right away, but where you're really going to start to see the payoffs and the results of your focus and your buckling down and all of that, or learning the new things that you have to learn and institute into what you're doing, is April and May really pays off. Yeah, try not to get overwhelmed by anything that's going on work-related either. You just have to take things one step at a time and, put one foot in front of the other. You can't, try not to let yourself get overwhelmed. Like, don't feel like Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So you have to pace yourself. Try not to get too emotionally worked up or freaked out or overwhelmed by the things that you're having to focus on, learn, and all of that. You've got the world next. This is you being in control. The planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you conspiring to give you more control. If it's reversed, it would be lack of control, but my guides will tell me which it is for you either way. This could also be indicating the end of some kind of cycle, some kind of karmic cycle for you could be ending, and a new one beginning. Whatever you do in December, I'm not saying this to like intimidate you. Whatever you do in December is going to make a lasting impression on people, and it will stick. So make sure you're putting your best efforts forward and your best game face forward if you care what other people think. If you care what your job thinks, your employer thinks, your bosses think, your supervisors think, your coworkers think, your family thinks, your loved ones think, like whatever. But putting your best foot forward is important because people are going to be paying attention to what you're saying and doing. And the impression you make, if you seem like you're impatient and irritable, that's impression's going to stick with them. If they think you're like amenable and kind and giving and you want to like help out and help mankind and you're a team player, then that's what's going to stick. So just know whatever impression you're giving people in December could stick for a while. Doesn't mean forever, but it might stick for quite a while. And I feel like some things are going to be revealed to you about the inner workings of situations and how things are done. And you're going to have somebody that's going to be like a mentor or like teaching you or filling you in. And if it's not like learning new things or showing you how things are done in a mechanical working, here we go sense, like this is what you do this and then you do that. It can also be the inner workings of politics behind the scenes, like how the big bosses really roll and what this one's like and that one's like somebody's going to be filling you in. And I feel like you're going to be extra personable in December, and I feel like you're going to be eager to talk to people and get to know people really well. This could be in a social sense, like you could be meeting people socially, and this is happening socially for you. But for some of you, this is intertwined with the Seven of Pentacles and is work or job related for some of you. You may have a little bit of distrust with someone you have to deal with. It could be a friend, but it could also be a work person. And if you have a little, you've got the fish eye on them, like you don't trust them too much, just, try to steer clear from them. Try not to get too mixed in with telling them personal information or do a lot of listening around that person that you don't trust or that you think, they seem, you feel uncertain about them or shifty or shady. Tune into your, that Piscean amazing spiritual psychic connection that Pisces have. Tune into that. And if you see that person, if you zone in on that, steer clear or distance yourself or don't reveal much. Keep your cards close to your vest around that person. Not even just in December, moving forward. So here you have Nine of Swords next. I'm sorry, Pisces. I hate when cards that look negative show up, but here it is. We have to see why it's here. This could be sleepless nights, migraine headaches, not feeling well. You could be worried about somebody else not feeling well. But a lot of times this card can indicate the breakup of a relationship and you feeling sad about it or grieving something. You may feel like some things going on in either your family life or your personal life are kind of a little bit wonky or out of control in December, and it may feel like one thing after another happens. And I feel like you may be like, I'm not used to being bombarded like this, and I don't want it. I don't want to deal with it. I want to shut down. So you could have people bombarding you, like, could be friends like, why are you doing this, Pisces? Why aren't you around, Pisces? What's going on with you, Pisces? Hey, I need you to do this for me, Pisces. You better come over here, Pisces. Or your family could be doing it. If it's not your friends doing it, it could be family doing it. It could also be at work, but you're getting bombarded. And I feel like you're like, whoa, peace, too much overload. You know, this Pisces doesn't want to deal with it. You know, like back it off, back down, step off. And if you feel like that, Pisces, you have to figure out ways to distance yourself or protect yourself from those people and those situations. Put a protective shield around your aura. Ask the divine source or whatever you believe in to fill it up with the white light of God. Ask for, if you believe in angels, some people do, some people don't, ask for the protection of Archangel Michael to protect you and put a shield of protection around you from this kind of bombardment, and ask for deflection, like that it's deflected away from you. You need to turn to your spiritual sources, your spirit guides, your angels, your deceased loved ones. You need to call on them to help you, and you to take steps yourself through visualizing the protective shield and all of that, because I feel like you're going to get bombarded with people's energy. And even if it's not people saying, hey, Pisces, what's up? How come you're not here? What are you doing there? Why didn't you come here? How come you did this? Why didn't you do that? If it's not that, it could just be you'll be in situations where you'll be around people's energies that will be like, whoa, too much for you. They might not even be coming at you. It just might be like, whoa, I'm dealing with too many people's energy, and their energy is up here and down here and over here and over here. It might be that for some of you. I don't like to say this, but some of you may have something that goes on with a pet. Like a dog could be missing, a cat could be missing, or one of your pets might not feel well. I hate to say that, but it did come up. It even came up right when I first pulled the card. I was getting that in my head. So for some of you, it could be that. But I do feel you get some kind of new relationship or new bond is forming, either as a result of what's going on with the Nine of Swords card or in spite of what's going on with the Nine of Swords card. It could be a love relationship. It could be a great friend. It could be a new business contact and partnership that has other things that can come of it. I don't know. But that is like coming up, like at the time this nonsense of energy that you don't like or bombardments going on, a new relationship is formed with you with someone. You have the Six of Swords next. This is moving. This could be long distance travel. It could be having to commute for work. It could be moving to do for work. It could also be moving on from troubled shores to better shores. You may feel like you can't keep this pace up, and some of you, the pace may be that you do feel like you have to move. Maybe you feel like you're too far away from your work and you want to live closer. Some of you may feel like you can't keep this pace up. Could be having to do with, it could be that you feel like you have to spend more time doing other things. Like if you feel bombarded or too overwhelmed at work, this could be the feeling also that, or by people, that you need to either make connections with new people or like get out and about more. Like, oh my God, it can't be all I'm doing is working and commuting to work, or working or whatever the situation is. Like that you want to get away from it. And change like something. For some of you, it's to get closer to work. For some of you, it could be maybe work and pressures are too much and you want to get out more. It's coming up like kind of like those two things here. And it's also, I'm going to show people how this is done, and I'm not going to put up with this bullshit anymore. I'm out of here. Like some of you may feel like something going on is too much to cope with, or you can't handle it, or you don't want to deal with it. And so you're going to move away from it. It could even be just moving away from a group of friends or a club you belong to, or an organization you're involved with, or a company you work for, or a group of family members that upset you or cause problems for you. Only you are going to know, Pisces, what this is you're moving away from, because for me, Six of Swords usually doesn't mean that. Usually to me, it's moving residence. But for you, it comes up for some of you to get closer to work. For some of you, it's coming up like, I need to not be so focused on all these things that are overwhelming to me. I need to get out more, even if it's to do exercise and walk or go to the gym or hang out with friends. But some of you, it's to get away from what's driving up in this card. And you heard what I already said is related to that. So your last card in the reading for December 2019 is the Seven of Rods. And that makes kind of sense with some of the things that have come up here already. This is you closing the door on negative energy coming at you, or you closing the door on negative communication coming at you, or you holding them off, keeping these people and these energies at bay, keeping them them off. It can also mean you're taking the moral high ground in something. There's some people that you're going to tell that right up front, stuff you can't do. So it could be people asking you to do things like friends, groups, clubs, or organizations. It could also be family. It can be work. Something in your life you're saying, I'm telling you right up front, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be able to do it. Maybe it's certain job duties you're not going to be able to do. Maybe it's certain family functions you're not going to be able to attend. Maybe it's friends gatherings, or high school reunions, or something you're saying, maybe a group or a church group or a club you belong to is like, we want you to lead the fundraiser for blah, 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 blah. Or we want you, Pisces, to do all the posters and all the, social media posts and this and that about this event coming up. Whatever it is, you're going to tell them, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to do it. You're going to shut it down. I'm not going, or I'm not going to be able to do it. It's going to be a little bittersweet. But ultimately in the long run, I feel like you will feel relieved by doing this, by making this choice. You may even have some people that are kind of prying and saying, oh, what's going on, Pisces? Why? How come, Pisces? What's going on? What's the matter? Or why aren't you don't let people try to guilt you, coerce you, manipulate you. That's all it is. It's all manipulation. I mean, I'm not saying they don't care about you, the people that are doing it. Some of them might. But the ultimate goal with what they're doing is to, one, make you feel guilty, two, coerce you or manipulate you and goad you into doing what they want you to do. And then the third reason is if they really are concerned about you. It's in that order, those three things. And the thing here for you, Pisces, is no lie. If you give this an inch to whomever is doing this, the multiple people or whatever, they're going to take a mile. So you cannot give them an inch. It's not going to work. You have to put up your boundaries, put your boundaries up, and not be led to feel guilty, manipulated, or coerced out of guilt into doing something, because it won't work out for you. You'll be dissatisfied or disappointed or unhappy if you give in. And I actually feel you may feel a little rage or anger inside of you over this. You may feel really put upon. I don't see you being oh, I'm okay with them doing this. I feel like you're agitated here. Anger. This could drive up some anger for you. So now I'm going to look into this bag of gemstones and pull a gemstone crystal for you as to what would be the best gemstone for Pisces to work with, wear, or use. Sleep with under your pillow, wear on your bracelet, necklace, sleep with under your pillow, put in your bra, whatever, in the month of December. I apologize I didn't do it in November. I had some health issues come up and I had to travel to do with that. And I barely got the November readings out as it was. So, and I may not do these every month. I don't know, or I may continue it, or I may continue it in another fashion. But this month, they're going to be here on this video. So let's see, what's the best gemstone crystal for Pisces spirit guides for the month of December 2019? Show me the best gemstone crystal for Pisces, Pisces, Pisces in December 2019. Best gemstone for Pisces is, I got to think of the name of it, sodalite. Sorry, mind blank. Sodalite. See, it's kind of like a denim colored stone, grayish blue. They don't always have a stripe running through it all, but it's that denim-y color. It's going to help you ease your burdens and ease your burdens of any pains and sorrows. So if anything in this card kicks up pain and sorrow for you, or this card, you got any pains and sorrows kicking up in December, this is going to help you ease your pains and sorrows. It's also going to help you heal any bruised or wounded ego in you. So if somebody insults you or offends you, or like tries to knock you down a peg in some way and your ego gets bruised, this stone is going to help you soothe your ego. It's actually, I don't know how, but I'm getting, it would help you not only to remain staunch in your views, but it's also going to help you move out of a reality you don't like, which could be this, could be this, that could be at play here. So it's going to help you remain firm and solid in what you decide and your boundaries that you put up, and help you move to a different reality. Six of Swords. And also, well, that's interesting. They just said changing things over to another format. So that's going to come up here in this, that came up in this card. So if you're changing anything over to another format, could be your computer, could be things going on at work, could be like things happening in your home, it's going to help you with when things need to change or transition over into something else. New format, they said. It's also going to help you really be able to put things in a really good perspective as well. So that's interesting. So it certainly sounds like sodalite would be a helpful stone for you. And I think Pisces have gotten sodalite before. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching my videos. I truly, truly appreciate it. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe, because then you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. And if you're interested in getting any of the special videos that I've recorded that I put on Vimeo, you can access them by clicking on the 3 different links I have posted below this video in the description box in the Show More section. And what I did was 2 video series focusing on the upcoming 2 eclipses. We have one in December and one in January. And instead of making it on one really long video, which I would have had to charge a lot more for, you can choose which one you want. So I did it in 2 separate ones, or you could get both if you want. That's going to be up to you. But remember, these eclipses last for 6 months, the effects, usually. Sometimes it can even go out a little further, I believe. And eclipses bring beginnings, endings, and changes. So you might be interested in seeing what comes up there. The first video series I did is for the solar eclipse in Capricorn, December 26, 2019. Psychic tarot and crystal readings, where I used the Morgan Greer tarot deck, 4 cards from the Morgan Greer tarot deck, and looked into my crystal. And then in the second video series is for the full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer, January 10th, 2020, psychic tarot and crystal readings, where I used the Hanson Roberts tarot deck like I did here in this reading and looked into my crystal. And then the other link below is also my psychic crystal readings for December 2019 for each sign of the zodiac, where I look at my crystal and my spirit guides give me messages and predictions for each zodiac sign, kind of like a continuation of the readings I'm doing here. When I close this off, I go right to looking at your sign in the crystal. So if you're interested in those, you can get them by clicking on the link below this video. And all the videos are also available. The links are also on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos tab on my menu, and there you will see all the video series listed with descriptions about the videos, how long they last, and all the pertinent information. You click on the sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo for download and purchase. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can follow me on Facebook at The Lucky Mermaid LLC, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and my Instagram account, The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel. I pull tarot cards, oracle cards, crystal readings. I psychically read them all and give you messages and predictions there. And it's not just for the day I post the prediction. Many times it's like lasts for a couple of weeks, or it's a couple of months out. It's different all the time. So you might want to check those out. So I hope you have an absolutely awesome December, Pisces, and Merry Christmas and happy holidays, and a happy holiday season to you all, no matter what holiday you celebrate. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.